I've had some requests for a beer can hat in the Mad Hatter style, which I am working on. But I knew I wanted to make a crown in this shape as well. A proper giant crown for the regal queen that I am. Epic. I know, isn't it? I tried to show you some of my design process in this one. I did end up remaking the whole thing 3 times, so there will be a few design lessons from the future and notes about some of the changes I made along my journey. I definitely did figure out some tricks along the way. Man, there is some serious crochet engineering going on in some of my hats. I just love the challenge. It's super fun for me. It's winter, dude. I need some queen photo shoot action in my life. The sun's out. It's cold. I don't care. Okay, for this project you will need 6 tall can labels. I'm using the B side from a previous project. Regular household utility scissors, paper hole punch, a size I crochet hook, which is 5.5 millimeters, and worsted weight acrylic yarn. I really like Red Heart, just a cheap acrylic because it keeps the shape well for all my beer can hat designs. The thing I'm gonna do, I love the colors now, by the way. I hate yellow, but the gold, it's regal, right? Purple and gold, it's regal. And I thought the blue really looked kind of nice and tie-dye-y. I had a silver in the beginning, which you'll see, but it made it too like broken up, and I wanted it to kind of blend together better. But I have shown you this first part in so many videos, so I'm going to be brief here. If you want more detail, check out my first beer can crown video. Yes, there's another one, which I will link in the description. Cut your can labels into rectangles about 3 inches across. Now with your hole punch, punch 4 holes along the top and bottom edge and 6 up the sides. Punching 6 holes evenly has been a challenge for me, so I'm trying to show you how I figure out the middle with my finger and try to punch holes on either side of my finger while checking that they're equidistant from the future holes I will punch. But once I figure out that spot, then I can copy it in my other, labels. But that's not too bad, really. Now single crochet all around, working 3 into each hole and 5 into the corners. I really did want to have this giant royal crown. I'm just feeling my queen energy, I guess. What do I mean by that? I guess I'm just kind of feeling my power lately. I know who I am and what I want. I have strong boundaries and clear visions for my future. Wow, sounds kind of great when I say it out loud. I just need the crown to remind me some days, I guess. For round 2, single crochet all the way around with 3 in the corners. As I mentioned before, I changed this whole entire thing 3 times, so some parts might look a little different as I am describing what to do. The first one, what I did was in my second round here, I increased them a little bit. Here I made a bigger stitch. Now that I didn't need that, so I went back and just did a single around, and I'll hopefully be able to edit it to look that way. Okay, here's where we create that inverted Mad Hatter shape. My joining plan gets to be a little of a mess, but I end up doing my original plan here, which is to start out like a normal join. That's single crocheting through both layers for 7 stitches. Then we're going to work single crochet 2 together for the next 3 stitches, pulling the first loop through the front label and the second loop through the back label, and then finish the stitch. Then work half double crochet 2 together for the next 3 stitches. And then for the last 7 stitches, we'll work double crochets 2 together, and that should take you right to the corner stitch. Or this crown could be for someone who is your majesty for the evening, you know, birthday or whatever occasion. Someone here is in need of a bigger, fancier, more obnoxious crown made of cans. I am positive of that. Now finish the top edge by working single crochet all the way around. Big head goes in here, it kind of pushes these in, in. They don't want to stay in the right shape. What happens is these fold up is what was happening. So I made it a little tighter through here, which seemed to work pretty well. Instead of doing the middle stitch as a separate stitch, I just did a 2 together. So I did 2 on each side, plus the corners of the squares, and that seemed to really take care of it. I forgot to mention one thing also that I did to help keep the shape is I flattened the curvy panels, which I normally don't do on the other hats because they're meant to be round, and so when you put it on, it doesn't really make a difference. You can flatten them a little bit, like by basically bending them back, just kind of rolling them. And I have gotten some crinkles in them. It's hard not to. I just keep kind of messing with it until it's flat enough. And that really did help because it was curving in, and then these would pull. Now work 1 round of straight double crochet and then a round of single crochet. Now I'm going to show you my super tall picot trim, the same one I used in my first crown video. First we're going to work a treble crochet 2 together with the first leg going into the last treble worked, and then skip 3 stitches and work the second leg. Then for the tip, chain 8, slip stitch into the 5th chain from the hook, and chain 3. And now we're back to the treble 2 together, and repeat like that all the way around. Okay, now it's time for my second layer of picot trim because I'm regal as folk. We start with a single crochet into that center stitch of the skipped stitches from the first round of trim. chain 8 and then slip stitch into the 5th chain from the hook. And chain 3, and then back to single crocheting into that center skipped stitch. Say that 10 times fast. And repeat. Now moving to the bottom edge, I'm going to single crochet all around, including into the corner spots, but skipping the joint stitch. It's like, y'all don't know like how much engineering goes into these designs to make them fit right and look the way I want. Because like this one, like I said, once I stuffed my head in here, it really changed the shape. It really made it to where you couldn't tell the flare. What I needed was to raise it higher on my head. And that I do also in my birthday extreme hat. So same thing with this, is I put 2 rounds here because now when I put it on, it really does a nice flare compared to when I had to shove it more onto my head. So there's science. It's science, people. Okay, I'm engineering these bad boys. Then I'll continue with 2 rounds of double crochet and then finish it up with 1 more round of single crochet, and that's all done. Hey, sometimes a queen just needs a proper crown, man. Full Mad Hatter hat is coming up soon, so I will see you in the next one.